You to a relationship, the way they kiss there, the way they do that, if a guy does not do that, or a lady does not do that, you're not it becomes problem. You see what social media is doing there? But because you are not a solid person, you have not built yourself outside of that, you begin to pick stuffs, you begin to pick stuffs and all that. If a person does not post your picture, what is that? He does not post a picture. Talk to me about it. Alpha, what happened now? You don't post my picture. What happened? Post.
Or you don't like my post.
Or you don't like my post. What about this one? Go like. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Simple. That solves it. Person don't like it. You have to be direct. You have to be open and be direct about it. Instead of making an issue. What's all this? You did not post.
Yeah.
Why didn't you post? Explain to me why didn't you post? Oh, I didn't post because of the post now. No. You love me, right? Post now. That solves it. That solves it.
Very simple.
Because social media is, it helps us. It will help your personality and helps your strength. Because we have seen social media as something that is weakened, that exposes our weakness. No, social media actually is supposed to strengthen our strength and weaken our weaknesses. But with the engagers, because you are not building yourself, you're not paying attention to details, you don't even know how to do things. When you go to social media, you will learn what others are doing. So you now bring that into your relationship, and then you begin to put pressure. Have sense. People who are in a relationship are people who have sense. What do you mean of sense? You have to expose yourself to the things that you need. Social media is not supposed to influence you. You're supposed to influence social media. You go on social media and then you snap, you do all those things. How far have you eaten? It's nice to do that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
But if not becoming an issue, it means
something's wrong.
Something's wrong. We have a quack brain. Meaning we're not smart about that.
Yes.
If social media is influencing how you behave and how you do.
Thank you. Corey, quickly.
I have an experience.
What's your experience?
With social media. But just so this does not cause chaos, I can't slide on that. But I want to ask something. Like people hide under this whole thing of this is who I am.
That thing is a lie from the pit of hell.
No. Yes. I think one of our message on dating and heartbreak stuff. Papa emphasized on something. He said some people come to a relationship not to be changed. You get? Some people just enter. They want you to take them as they are. So people use it as excuse oftentimes. Now, stressing on this social media, my girlfriend is here so that anything that happened, at least I said in the church. I think this comment stuff happened. I was not really noticing it. I'm not really the comment kind of person. Sometimes I post something, people comment. Maybe after 2 days, I go to. I never knew that she'd been observing. In fact, she said that the way I used to reply other people's comments, I just stay at home. Let me say thanks. But I was not really. But she was even stressing that I would tell some people, thanks, dear, thanks so much. I'll even put some emojis. But I'll just do thank you very much. So I was trying to explain, calm down.
That means she's the real person.
Yes.
No, she's me.
She's the real person. And I told her something.
Post to her. I told her something. They are nice and then you leave her.
I told her something. Of course, now that we're having this discussion, what is that? What's that? I told her that I'm not really. In fact, let me not lie to her.
Okay.
The day I actually responded like that. Why my village don't want to gang up against?
Courage. Go back to our page.
I told her that I was busy. No, most of the time I'm online. It's either I'm working, I'm always on data, maybe I'm trying to download something. So once it comes, sometimes now Facebook makes sense. They know that there are people like that. So once you click on comments, they'll bring some things that you just click.
Yes.
So when I'm busy, I think for some days she fell victim. I was trying to explain. I was like, no, it's not as if the other ones I commented, I had time. But when you commented, when I was trying to reply, I had no time. So I just clicked that one. You know that one that they'll just say, keep it up. Good. I just clicked, take it as an issue.
No, actually,
my past relationship, my girlfriend told me that, in fact, she had an issue because she said the way I used to play with others like that. And I say people differ. She's this kind of person that I tell her, you the crazy, so She don't vex. And me, I told her one thing. When I'm talking with a person that I rapport with, I don't need to count words because I consider how you allow something. There are some things confidence will say to me, another person will not say to me. Because of how we are, guys. If I have to love you to an extent before I communicate in a way with you. If I'm in a relationship, there are some things I can never do with you, not because I cannot. I have to observe. So I discovered that she's this kind of person that don't really like all this kind of teasing stuff. To me, it's not a big deal. But she do it to me. But when I'm trying to reciprocate, she'll tell me that she don't like it. So the thing started killing the fun in the relationship. So when I'm with Kung Fu and TY, the way we'll be chasing, but if she come, we have switched. So she made it look as personality. I did. I accepted the personality. I changed strategy. But it was no longer sweet. You get? Because there's this way this teasing thing does. There are some people that in my DM now, highest we are chatting, hey, fish, frog, cow, this and this. That's how we are, not just normal.
But you know, Courage, let me just add to this that there is something that she's telling you that you are not paying attention to.
Exactly. That's
let me tell you something. Women don't hear words. They feel words.
That's right.
They feel words. If she now let me tell you, whether she play jokingly, is it playfully or jokingly, she has passed an information to you. Pay attention to details. Don't tell. See, even when you're busy, you're saying nice things, and then your own babe, are you joking? Now she has. What you need to pick from is what she's trying to say, because when a woman says something, you have to, as a guy, because we're analytical, you have to analyze it properly. Because if you don't hit it very well, you'll be a soup.
Serious
You'll
one.
be a serious soup. You see that now? That's why God made us, logical person. You have to sit down. Okay, nice. You see that now? Because I just told you something now. You see that now? If you go back and you think about it, okay, what she's trying to say and all that, okay, not about this, whatever. If you are posting and liking her own, it has to be special. Because she's special to you.
All right.
Hear that again. She's special to you. So if you are posting her own, don't just say I'm busy. Stop whatever you are doing. Attend to her matter.
No, it's a question I'm asking. I'm not defending.
What's your question?
My question is, Pastor Chibiki emphasized on something that is very significant.
Yeah.
Social media is just fake life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's just fake life.
That's true.
That's one part.
In fact, social media is so fake life. The people that make it real, that make it real, the number is just it's not significant.
It's not fake life. I will counterfeit that. Because sometimes when you say they are fake lives, it depends on the kind of friends you have on your page. You understand?
Nice.
Because let me say something. For me, most of the people I have, like when I'm accepting friend request, I first of all look at the person. I click your profile. Are you within the axis of Yola? That's one. Now, what kind of friends do you have? Do we have mutual friends? That's two. Then the next thing is, who is this person? Because some people, like you said, they are fake. I've seen fake accounts. And what I do, I go to decline. I'm not in the list of people that go to Facebook and just I see all accept request or something. I will not do that. If you go to my list, I have over 3,000 people request that I have not attended. Some of them are fake accounts. And if I mistakenly click your request and I see that you're fake, I go and delete you. Yes or no, baby? Mm-hmm. Sometimes when I receive the next thing I'm seeing is call from Facebook. Fake people. They start sending you nude pictures, all manner of things. So I first of all look for scripture, drop it there, and ensure that you have seen it. I go to delete you from my account. Why? Because I want to have reasonable people as my friends on Facebook that I can see one-on-one, I can chat with, and I can celebrate them. Right. So sometimes when you say people are fake on Facebook, it's not true. And then in addition, I'm sorry. You said something about...
No, I've not finished.
No, hold on. Yes, you haven't finished, but let us take it one step at a time.
It's a question.
Yes, hold on. You said something...
He wants to ask a question.
Yes, I know. But let me say this. You said something about commenting, right? For me, I write comments on if you see all my friends, no matter how bulky the comment sections are, I ensure that I give everybody that preferential treatment, and everybody is beloved to me. But when my husband comes under my comment section to make comment, I take my time, a deep breath to reply him. And the name I call other people, beloved, darling, dear, this one, I don't call him. Go and check. I call him a specific name, my sweetness. That is it. And I've not used that name for anybody on social media. So what am I trying to say? That is romance.
Yeah.
Romance means when you single-handedly bring out that person. Exclusive. You give that person exclusive attention.
That's romance.
Exclusive comment. Like if I post, like if you see, when any of you in my team comment on my this thing, I call you my very own, my dearly beloved. It's also different from when I reply another of my friends, depending on the proximity we have. So it's very important that you take this very seriously.
The question, let me add a question to whatever question you want to ask. Yes.
No, so social media is a big deal. I'm telling you, it's a big deal. Because I know the impact it has, really.
So
continue.
My question is very simple. Why, at least I'm privileged to say I was born when there was no social media.
That's correct.
I was born, and at least I knew my name, I knew many things before even phones came out. Like GSM phones. Now the question is, why are you on social media? If you look at what Pastor Jenny is doing, she's doing what she's been called to do on social media. You look at people who do business, they're doing what they want to do on social media. They want to get more customer base, they want to expand, you want to preach the gospel, you want it to expand, and so on. Politicians are on social media to get votes. Now the question is, Pastor, there is this important thing about Facebook. I realize that if you're married and you go to Facebook to notify Facebook that you're married, you can never unmarry that person except both of you unmarry yourselves.
Are you
Yes,
serious?
you cannot.
Wow.
The sanctity of marriage is even being respected by social media, Facebook particularly. And it's so interesting that your partner will receive notification of everything that is happening on your page.
Wow.
Everything. You know, I had this experience, and the question is, I will still sit my wife down one day and ask her why she did what she did. Because I'm always particular about why you're doing what you're doing. We agreed. I accepted. Answer any name you want to answer. Answer your father's name. It's not my business. I have married you. And to me, I know that I've fulfilled God's purpose in terms of marital rights and everything. So that's not my problem. One day I woke up and I saw a notification. My wife had changed her name to my name and the rest of them. I was like, wow, interesting. My question now is, we agreed you were particular that you were a doctor, you went to school for 10 years, and that you want your father's people to know that you went to school. Let them hear your name. I said, it's not a problem. Call yourself Dr. Mrs. your father's name. Let him take the glory for paying your school fees. It's not my problem. Aside till the day you want. After all, Olu Jacobs and Joke Silva, they are still bearing their names.
That's true.
And their marriage has lasted. It's not about that. All of a sudden, I'm waking up and on Facebook, your name is now Yuri Eluchechi and Werozo. I said, now you are now bearing my own name. I want to sit down and know, why are you bearing my name? It's not like it has changed on your document. It's not like it has changed anywhere. If you're writing any application now, it's still your father's name that is on newspaper. But on Facebook, you are taking my name. Now the question is, why are you taking my name?
On Facebook.
No, it's that simple. Because we must understand why social media exists, and we must understand what we are doing on social media. So that means it's very simple. You have the answer, I have the answer. It's just if I want to ask. She's just marking her territory. It's as simple as that.
Very true.
So that anybody that is coming into this man's gym, just know that he's a married
Man.
Good stuff. All right, so we'll take the social media part maybe in the evening. Let's have the video on Arise News. There's a news that Arise just released on the 28th of July. I want to show you the news on the screen.
No, hold on.
Just a moment, I'm coming. We're coming back. Is it ready? I know, we're out of time. We have other things. We have many things to catch up on. No sound.
A Bloomberg article that this is in the States though, but this also applies here. It's not you, it's inflation. How soaring prices are changing the dating game.
Making it more expensive to wine and dine in love interest.
Dying in love interest, causing daters to reassess their priorities. There's a quote here, if you take a look at that. Those searching for love say, and shout out to my counselor, Odion, who's always on my neck about settling down. Those searching for love say they're feeling the pain. Among 3,000 users on the popular dating app Hinge, almost 41% said they're more concerned with the cost of dates now versus a year ago, with Gen Z respondents more likely to feel the pressure. Then they talked to a lady, Emily, 27-year-old in Tulsa, Oklahoma, saying her dating costs have doubled from $200 to $400 a month. As a result of that, there's an increase in the financial interest of a potential partner. There you go here. So daters increasingly want partners who earn more money than they do. 38% from 2019 all the way to 46% in 2022. You bring this home and you look at how cost of living is impacting those who are single and searching in this country. I mean, cost of courtship, restaurants, attractions, food now, if you go to a restaurant, is way much higher. Food inflation is 20%. Cost of weddings, if you want to get book a hall right now, diesel has to run that hall while you are partying and entertaining your guests. That's over 300%. Then you also go to the exchange rate that we just talked about. It's a disincentive to honeymoon travel, because look at the cost of an economy flight now overseas it's gone past #1 million. And then your school fees, healthcare costs, if you consider raising a family, it's all weighing on that as well. So it's quite heavy for those in this country. We go to
have to address the people. Speak to the people, and that's why I'm calling for it again. We need a constant economic briefing chaired by the president. We need a state of the economy and state of security address chaired by the president. We even need the president to come out and tell us what they've been discussing in all these security meetings, because we are not seeing results.
Exactly.
And what they are doing as regards the economy, because we are not seeing results. We are not seeing results. People are hungry, people are suffering. Look at the T-bills. Look at where we are.
Savings accounts are 2%. You can't even save.
Look at where we are as a country.
You can't even save.
You keep money in the bank, you are poor. You put it in investment, you are poor. Everything, you are poor.
It's just
they have no idea what they are doing to the mindset of Nigeria. You've made them poor.
And that's working people, though. That's people who have jobs. You haven't even gotten to unemployed people who are put.
Rotus, nobody can tell me otherwise. The only thing still saving Nigeria is the informal sector.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
The only thing still saving Nigeria today as we speak is the informal sector. And that's why we want solutions. We want solutions. We want debates on the economy. We want people to come out and tell us, look at the cost of love. How are people going to get love? How are people going to get love?
All right, single people are in
You
trouble.
get.
Doctor,
Yeah.
all the subjects you have outlined are very important.
Very.
But this professional bachelor's manifesto is very urgent, as urgent as the issue of the Naira.
It is.
I hope nobody listening to you will be discouraged to think that, you shouldn't court, you shouldn't go into the institution of marriage, okay? The rule here is that, you cut your cloth according to your size. You say the cost of courtship is rising. And you are citing examples from America. Okay. You are quoting dollar. Okay, here in Nigeria.
Yes.
Okay, everything is costly, but you can make your choice. Instead of taking your girlfriend to a high-end restaurant in Victoria Island or on the Atlantic Ocean, you can go to a pepper soup joint. Pepper soup joint is not yet affordable. You can go to Mama Put. No, you'll be surprised. No, you say the cost of
it depends on the location of the girlfriend.
Which location? You choose the one that you can afford. You say the cost of wedding has gone up. In fact, we spend too much on on wedding in this country. We do
Ashwabi.
come and know me.
Yes.
They call it in Yoruba. Introduction. After introduction, you say you are going to the registry.
Exactly.
After registry, you go to court. You go to church. After church, you do reception. You know, cut it down. Every marriage, traditional wedding, registry, the church, everyone is valid.
Yes.
Choose one. You don't have to marry a woman 3 times.
Yes.
Just do one. Just do introduction.
Yes.
It's valid. So that argument about cost of marriage going up, and then you are talking about honeymoon. There's no rule that says if you want to marry, you must do honeymoon. You don't have to do honeymoon.
Doctor.
No. If you have to do honeymoon, you don't have to travel abroad.
So where we go?
You just take a small vacation, stay in one room hotel, and you'll be fine. So please, you bachelors, that argument, I don't agree. It is when you now have children that you can start talking of school fees, healthcare costs, but you can also manage the number of children that you can have.
We'll go to team one.
Everybody does not.
We'll do team one.
And the whole point about marriage is not about costs.
Okay.
Right. I speak to you as a man who is who has very rich experience in this department. You know, you just the emphasis is on companionship, is on happiness. So don't start with you don't have to take a loan to marry a woman. Okay, finally,
yes.
On the naira.
The naira.
Marriage is not about cost, but about companionship. You see, about the experience together. It's not about the cost, about the happiness of the home. You can have all the money, there's no companionship, there's no happiness. That is not marriage. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
You want to ask a question, Blessing? Go ahead. Okay, it's correct. Okay, what's your question?
So, okay, the whole story I was sharing, I was saying it to say this.
Yes.
You talk about everybody wants this person to understand who they are. Okay, this is who I am. This is who I am. But I feel you should tell us at what junction, like what's the limitation or what's the extent we should go towards changing who we are, and on what kind of situations and what kind of factors. Like, is it things we prioritize? Like, I may prioritize a particular thing, my girlfriend may not prioritize it, and she's trying to make a change on it. And just because I have priority on it, I become rigid. And let me say, she have a thing, she have priority attached to it, and me, I don't really see it as anything. And when it comes for me to adopt, it becomes something that is very rigid. So I want to know at what extent and at what limit should we change our personality? Should we change our personality? While I was talking about the social media stuff, even though everybody was saying, post, it does not still mean that if I'm busy, sometimes I may think about it. But I wanted her to understand that I don't really see it the way you're seeing it, though. Of course, many people will see it like that. But at least there are times that I still post. But I need you to understand that even though cases like this comes up, don't see it as a big... At the point I was like telling her that, okay, she was like just joking with me that I won't stop posting on it. I said, I don't even have a problem with it in the first place. So, and of course I don't have a problem. I know she was just joking, but I'm really down like that. I don't really have a problem whether my partner is coming to my comment to this and whether the person is not chance. So I don't really have a big deal. But I still want to know if she's this kind of person now that I was saying that you did not post my picture during my birthday. Some people are like, if you don't post it, they leave that relationship. Should we allow them leave the relationship because it's not a priority? Or let's be posting them even though it does not mean anything to us?
Go ahead.
Okay, I'd like to answer that question. Let me take you back. For those of you who did biology, you were told that the sperm cell travels to go and meet the ovum and fertilizes it. That's what they say, right? Beautiful. But medically, the advanced side of it is that the ovum produced from the oviduct of a woman, which is the egg that gets fertilized, it starts to leave the oviduct and it travels to where we call the ampulla.
That's right.
Now the sperm cell moves from the urethra of the man, enters the urethra of the woman, moves down to the ampulla. What does it tell you? That for fertilization to take place, two people must meet at the middle.
Thank you.
I know that it's always the mindset of a woman is the man must chase you, the man must make. No. When you come into a relationship, learn to meet yourselves halfway.
Yes.
This woman likes to be posted. Do you understand? I won't lie to you. I like social media phase. I'm just moving, growth is taking place. Because there are times when some of us judged our level of popularity based on social media.
Yeah.
Some of us, we judged how much people, care for us based on social media.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it might not be the true reflection. But if your partner likes to be posted and it's not your thing, she understands that it's not your thing, but that you're making efforts. You see a notification, 20 notifications, and you see her own. You should go to her own first. All the time you will use to reply other people, put half of that energy in her own. Trust me, that woman knows that you are actually making efforts. She might not say it the first day. She might not say it the second day. But you will be amazed as to the day she will say it to you. I was of your school of thought those days. My brother, you don't work a relationship like that. No, it doesn't work like that. That's so simple. So you must learn to meet yourselves halfway. We know that you are an angry person. Your partner sees you that he will do something. You just keep quiet at that point. Learn to meet yourselves halfway.
I wanted to add this to what he said about change, and so that because we see young people here, there's something about change. Young people, especially those in church, are learning, and we're not smart about it. People don't. What are you in a relationship to change person for? Now you make up. You don't change in relationship. You are who you are. But you see, when you come to relationship for coexistence, you make adjustment. You don't change. He talked about that. The egg does not change. The egg adjusts to position herself somewhere. The sperm or whatever he said does not change. He only adjusted to meet at the point. So this mentality of change, you see, because we see young ladies, or young guys, they have this mindset of you have to change. No. You don't change in relationship. You make adjustment. When you get married, you are going to make adjustment. I am who I am. My wife can't change who I am. But because I love her, I have to adjust to her. I have to adjust. If I don't do that, I'll be selfish kind of a person. And God does not want us to be selfish. God created us for relationship. He created us for that. So you need to make adjustment. That's the reason why in church we're being preached. We're learning that as you are single, you need to build yourself. Because it's when you build yourself, you can easily adjust when you meet another person or you flow with the person. If you don't build yourself, you have this mentality that you want to change someone. No way. Adjust. I make adjustment. I don't know how to do this thing. I'll go and learn how to do it.
Thank you very much
for this person.
Now I'm going to be fast now in my questions. So if I ask the question, just answer. I have a question for you, Blessing. And the question is this: when should you share intimate details of your past with the person you are in relationship with? Because in our generation today, people get married with secrets. Then the wife finds out 5 years after or 2 years after. So when should I share intimate details with a person I'm in relationship with? Is it before we start the relationship? Is it on the first date? I say, this is everything about me. This is everything I've done in the past. Do you want to continue or not? Tell us.
For me, right?
Yes.
When I'm going into a relationship, I like being transparent.
Okay.
So I do it before, in the relationship, and the relationship goes on. Like, he knows he's this kind of person that don't care about how I relate with people, but I do care how he relates with other people. So I feel if I don't like a particular way my spouse should talk to somebody, maybe I see it like, maybe it's tragic, maybe he might not be like that, maybe he might not think that way, and then I see another guy coming to do the same with me. Ask him, I discuss virtually everything. If a guy